Derek Spallone, glad to be joined alongside Orlando Magic star and the 2022 NBA Rookie of the Year, Paolo Banchero. Paolo, how are you feeling today, man?
Real good, real good.
Cool. Appreciate you taking the time out. And just first and foremost, how special is it for you to have the opportunity to be out here competing alongside this group as a member of the USA men's basketball national team?
Yeah, it's a huge honor for me. It's my first experience playing with USA basketball. Didn't get a chance to do it in high school, so this is my first experience, and I'm super excited. You know, following my mom's footsteps, she was able to play for USA and win the medal. So, want to be like her and hopefully get gold.
We'll keep that family legacy going,
Yes,
for sure. And you're coming off of an electrifying rookie campaign in which you averaged 20 points per game to go along with 7 boards, capped off by claiming the Rookie of the Year honors. But as you reflect back on that rookie season and as a leader of this team, what excites you the most about this squad's trajectory heading into next season and beyond?
Yeah, I think, we experienced, some success later in the year. After, a rough start, we started to win a lot of games, compete with a lot of teams. And so I think it just, it's catapulting us for next season. Obviously, the expectations are going to get raised. But I think we're ready for it. I think, we got a lot of guys who are hungry and just ready to prove themselves. So, I'm excited. Hopefully we get a chance to come into the season with a healthy roster and, hit the ground running from the start.
And Paolo, as one of 9 active NBA players from the Seattle area, and knowing the rich history and pedigree that comes with being a Seattle-bred baller, what does it mean to you to be that next one up, to carry the torch while paving the way for the future generations of Seattle-born professional basketball players?
Yeah, it means a lot. I grew up just looking up to all those guys. I could go on and on. The list is very long. But, just wanting to grow up and be like them, that was kind of my thing. I didn't really know much about basketball outside of Seattle, so those were the guys I looked at as superheroes, And I think just me being able to carry the torch and put on for the next generation is huge, and, I don't take it lightly. So, I'm looking forward to hopefully putting on for this USA and then starting the next year off strong as well and continuing my career.
For sure. And you mentioned your mother on the USA basketball circuit, but growing up in a family filled with athletes, with your mother having played professional basketball, your father having played collegiate football, do you recall a lesson they were able to implement in your mind early on that helped you as you embarked on your own athletic journey?
Yeah, I think one thing they always would tell me is that, no matter whatever I do, just give 100% attitude and effort. That was like the one thing, whether it was football, basketball, track and field, anything I was doing, go out there and give 100% attitude and effort, and usually it'll work out in my favor. So I just taking that on every step of the way, and, I still apply that to my life today.
And Paolo, our final one for you. Speaking of lessons, you had the chance to learn from one of the greatest basketball minds in the history of the game in Coach K while at Duke. And while I'm sure he was able to share a lot of on-court wisdom with you that helped you elevate your game, I could also imagine there was a lot of off-the-court knowledge too. So what would you say was the biggest life lesson you learned from Coach K that you've continued to carry with you to this day?
Yeah, the one that's ingrained in my head is to always have strong faces, always have strong posture on and off the court. When you're on the court, always have good body language, strong body language. You don't want to show, fatigue or weakness. And then off the court, when you're in, a meeting or any type of business or appearance, whatever it may be, Coach would tell me that, people are always going to look at you. People are always going to want to find, little flaws and, things that you're not doing right. So don't give them the opportunity. Look presentable, look strong, be a guy who's presentable, I should say. That was his biggest thing. So having a strong face on and off the court.
That's class, right? On the court and off the court too. But hey, Derek Spallone, Paolo Banchero, appreciate taking the time, man. Best of luck this week. Thanks.